You should always approach a weight loss supplement's claims with skepticism, especially when they boast about uncovering new secrets for shedding pounds. Puravive claims that low brown adipose tissue levels leads to obesity and supports this with references to 2 articles. But what's the real story within those articles? And do low levels of brown adipose tissue truly cause obesity? Their initial assertion claims that, quote, every skinny person was high in brown adipose tissue. However, the supporting article actually links brown adipose tissue, or BAT, to cardiometabolic health, not obesity. The article suggests a correlation between higher BAT levels and reduced risks of diabetes and cardiovascular disease, not weight loss. The study suggests that this effect is stronger in obese individuals with more BAT, meaning that having more BAT in obese individuals could be more beneficial for health compared to non-obese individuals. Contrary to Puravive's claim, the study does not state that skinny people possess more BAT, or that BAT aids in weight loss in obese individuals. It simply suggests that BAT might lower cardiovascular disease risks in obesity. Moving on to their second assertion, they claim that brown adipose tissue can burn up to 300 times more calories than any other cell in the body. However, the cited study focuses on how BAT activity fluctuates due to seasonal changes. The overall article doesn't actually look into the calorie burning capacity of BAT, but Puravive may have used it because of a cherry-picked statement within the article that says, quote, BAT is capable of producing up to 300 times more heat per unit mass compared with all other tissues. Firstly, it's important to note that this statement refers to generating heat, not necessarily burning calories. These are different and distinct concepts. Secondly, the article being cited focuses on BAT in fetuses, not in adults. Lastly, Puravive references several articles to support their claim that their ingredients activate BAT. When evaluating research, it's essential to prioritize studies demonstrating actual weight loss or BAT activation in humans, as opposed to those only showing effects in cells or mice. None of Puravive's references for activating BAT are studies in humans. These are all studies in cells or mice models. While cellular and animal studies offer insights into potential supplement mechanisms, we can't directly apply these findings to human weight loss. Human metabolism is complex and aren't accurately represented in these models. Positive finding in cells or mice doesn't guarantee effective human weight loss. Without actual human studies that show weight loss benefits or BAT activation in humans, we cannot say that a supplement, despite positive cellular or animal findings, can effectively address obesity at the human level. Now, you might be wondering if activating brown adipose tissue can play a role in weight loss. The theoretical answer is yes, it could, but realistically, it's not very likely. In adults, BAT is primarily responsible for keeping us warm through thermal regulation. When you feel cold, BAT kicks in to generate heat and warm you up. However, adults have only small amounts of BAT, with scientific estimates putting the total amount of BAT in adults at around 30 to 300 grams, and there's currently no known method to increase its quantity in the body. This is around 0.1% of your body weight, compared to regular adipose tissue or fat, which makes up around 20 to 25% of your body weight. Furthermore, studies that increase the activation of BAT in humans via cold exposure have failed to show any weight loss effects. So even if you manage to activate all the BAT in your body, it likely wouldn't result in a significant calorie burn and weight loss, although it may have other beneficial cardiovascular benefits. Moreover, BAT only becomes actively engaged in burning energy when you're in a cold environment and need to generate heat. It doesn't kick in for no reason. This means you would need to consistently expose yourself to a cold environment for BAT to be active and burn calories for heat. If the idea of spending hours shivering in a chilly room just to burn a small amount of calories doesn't sound practical to you, then trying to lose weight by activating your BAT might not be the most effective approach. Now, let's dive into the ingredients. The recommended daily dose is 1 capsule. However, there's something noteworthy about this proprietary blend. It's essentially a rebranded version of another supplement known as Exipure. The resemblance goes beyond just the ingredients. Their websites use identical templates and language to market these questionable supplements. Even the bottles look strikingly similar. Upon closer inspection, the ingredients are an exact match, with a minor discrepancy in labeling. Puravive opts for the term Luteolin, while Exipure uses Purilla extract. These terms are interchangeable, as Purilla extracts are a common source of luteolin. This shared ingredient is even explicitly listed on the bottle. With that in mind, let's analyze the doses they use, whether they're using the active compounds to work, and whether there's any evidence it can help with weight loss. Olive oil is rich in polyunsaturated fats, potentially benefiting cardiovascular and metabolic health. Opting for olive oil supplements is completely unnecessary, as you can easily obtain regular extra virgin olive oil from the supermarket at a more affordable price. Simply drizzling olive oil in your salad achieves the same effect. It's worth noting that studies highlighting health benefits typically involve incorporating olive oil into one's diet, not through supplements. The likely reason is dosage. Those experiencing benefits consume substantial grams of olive oil daily, far beyond what Puravive could offer. Holy basil, an Ayurvedic herb, is traditionally used to address inflammation. While lacking evidence for weight loss, it shows weak indications of assisting diabetics in controlling blood sugar levels. However, studies utilize doses of around 500 milligrams per day, considerably more than what Puravive could provide. Propolis, created by honeybees from saliva, beeswax, and sap, acts as a sticky sealant in their hives. Although there's no evidence supporting weight loss, some studies suggest propolis might aid diabetics in managing blood sugar levels. The catch again lies in the dosage. Most studies employ nearly 1,000 milligrams per day, significantly higher than what Puravive can offer. The dosage in Puravive simply will not be sufficient for any practical benefits. Amur, cork tree, and Kudzu are traditional herbs with historical use in addressing general inflammation and various gastrointestinal issues. Despite their traditional reputation, there's limited evidence supporting these applications. However, Amur cork tree contains berberine, a compound with some evidence suggesting potential benefits for improving insulin sensitivity in conditions like diabetes or PCOS. Unfortunately, the effective doses of berberine in studies range from 1 to 2 grams daily, far exceeding what Puravive provides. Even in traditional herbal practices, herbalists typically use many grams, not the few hundred milligrams found in Puravive. Quercetin, a nutrient present in various fruits and berries, offer general health benefits, particularly for cardiovascular and metabolic health. While not useful for weight loss, the challenge with Puravive lies in its insufficient dosage. The amounts used in beneficial studies far surpass what a single pill of Puravive can provide, rendering the quercetin in the supplement completely ineffective. Korean ginseng, also known as Panax ginseng, is known for its stimulating effects. Individuals may use it to combat fatigue or enhance concentration. Studies suggest it might also assist in blood sugar control for those with diabetes. However, the required doses in studies range from 200 to almost 1,000 milligrams per day, seriously questioning the efficacy of the small amounts found in Puravive's proprietary blend. Luteolin, a nutrient present in green vegetables, egg yolk, squash, and corn, doesn't show any weight loss benefits. Despite being utilized for eye health, particularly in age-related macular degeneration, it remains unrelated to shedding pounds. Puravive uses Purilla extracts as a source of luteolin. One small safety concern in Puravive is the presence of berberine in the ingredients. Although the exact amount is unspecified, berberine has the potential to interact with other medications. If you're on any medication, it's crucial to consult your doctor before considering this supplement. Additionally, berberine is not safe for use during pregnancy or breastfeeding. After examining all the information, it appears that Puravive is likely completely useless for weight loss and lacks any other practical health benefits. It seems to be weakly tailored towards aiding blood sugar control, specifically for individuals with metabolic issues like diabetes. And for those without diabetes or blood sugar concerns, it's likely to provide no noticeable benefits. Even for individuals with blood sugar issues, it's probably still ineffective due to the low dosages across all components. Considering the overall lack of usefulness in Puravive, it becomes challenging to compare it to other alternatives. However, if I were forced to suggest a better option, focusing on berberine will be more beneficial. Berberine could potentially assist with blood sugar control in diabetics, which could indirectly contribute to weight management. Puravive is priced at $60 per month, while opting for a higher quality berberine extract at the appropriate dose would cost approximately $9 to $10 per month, and would offer a more cost-effective and much more effective alternative. Rating Puravive by effectiveness for weight loss, I'm giving it an F. I don't expect it to do much of anything. Even if you have diabetes, the doses it uses are likely so low it probably still won't do anything. Rating it by cost, I'm giving it an F. It's pretty expensive for such a useless supplement. Rating it for safety, I'm giving it a B. Although the ingredients seem mostly safe to take, the lack of information about this particular supplement makes it somewhat sketchy to take. Overall rating, I'm giving an F. I would recommend you stay away from it. Hi, I'm Dr. Brian Young. Do you think it's worth it? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you found this video helpful, please subscribe to the channel and leave me a like. Hit the notification bell if you want to stay up to date and share this video with someone you know can use the info.